Yum. I can't wait to get into this episode, Carson. I'm so hungry.
Oh, I thought you were trying to eat me.
I'm not trying to eat you. Get out of my house.
I'm not in your wretched home, Gavin, and I would never want to be. You dropping shit. For some reason, I think I had one of those panning cameras for a second.
No, I did have that on my work laptop for a minute, and it was starting to make me a bit nauseous, so I turned it off.
Yeah, it's not
Carson.
What?
What do we have on the docket today? Welcome to the Takes All Kinds podcast, episode 234. We're recording this on Thursday, September 18th. Mm-hmm. You'll be hearing this on Tuesday, September 23rd?
Yeah, September 23rd.
24th?
I believe so. Oh. Do you hear that? The fuck is that? Oh, shit. Hang on, Gavin. Something is going on right now. There's like a big timer just took over my screen. Are you seeing this? What the fuck is going on?
Are we 24?
Shit. Wait a minute. I know what's going on. Okay,
the
Gavin. Okay,
missing.
This is all making sense to me now. Okay, so in 20 minutes exactly, I have to check in for my flight tomorrow.
Okay.
So I guess Southwest Airlines is telling me I need to do this because
they've hijacked your computer.
Apparently, I didn't have anything to do with this. Is this the FCC? I don't know.
There's a countdown from 20 minutes, bright red numbers, like analog clock counting down from 20 on your screen right now.
And there's like this Mission Impossible music going too. It's just taken over. I don't know, guys. Apologize for this. This has never happened before. It must be what it is because I do have to check into this flight. So I think the timer will go off around that time. So apologies if you guys hear that. We'll just kind of.
Is there a bomb strapped to your chest too before you? Oh,
I don't want to relate to checking in for my flight, Gavin. I think we've done that before. I want to say.
Yeah, I think maybe we have.
So we're gonna stay away from that. But guys, if you hear a timer going off in 20 minutes, that's what it's for. I have no control over this. This must be some sort of something from Southwest Airlines. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, we'll just try and I guess we'll just try and carry on
as much as we can.
As much as we can, you know, while it's still legal. While it's still legal to carry on.
While free speech is still legal and the First Amendment still exists.
Well, I got news for you on that, Gavin. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like it is. It's not as free as we once thought it was. Of course, I'm talking.
Looks like the First Amendment's back on the menu, boys.
It's back on the menu. We're rewriting it now.
No, of course we're making light because we're a comedy show and we're comedians. Sure, we can call ourselves that. I don't know if it's actually true, but we can say it. I don't think Gavin would say that. That's the first thing he is. I think there might be another thing he would say before that. Of course, I'm talking about Dr. Gavin McGraven here.
Correct.
But we're pretty small potatoes over here. But of course, we like to call out injustices when we see them. And this Jimmy Kimmel stuff that just happened is absolute fucking garbage, and a fascist government sticking their foot into things that they legally should not be. It's free speech, of course, in this country. And even though that's not something we really go on and on about very often, it's because it's kind of become a big right-wing talking point, which is hilarious because that's exactly who is
doing the oppressing here.
Doing the canceling, which is something they're thought we're apparently very against. But I mean, I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. Jimmy Kimmel got taken off the air indefinitely as of right now by ABC, headed or fronted by the FCC for apparently comments he made regarding Charlie Kirk, which is hilarious to say that because most of the comments he said were in regards to Trump. You should go watch the clip if you have.
Really anything disparaging. He didn't make any disparaging comments towards a certain political assassination.
No, literally none at all. And we're, not going to touch that. We didn't touch it last week, but I mean, it's just insane. It's absolutely insane. And I'm so glad to see so many people in the entertainment industry speaking out against it and calling it out. Of course, I mean, obviously, I hope to see more, and I hope, people like Joe Rogan, who are very against, and all these comedians who are very against cancel culture, also follow in suit and speak out against it. I kind of doubt they will because, it's, it goes against people who they like, apparently. But yeah, it sucks, and it's garbage, and it's like, it's just insane. I mean, it's truly just fascism right before our eyes, and I don't know how everybody in the world doesn't see that, and I hope more people do. Anything you'd like to say on that?
No,
Gavin?
I don't think so. It was honestly very surprising for me. I was not
shocking.
expecting something like that. I mean, sincerely very odd. He had mentioned that, or the FCC chair had mentioned that this was in Project 2025, and that and that Trump has been laying the groundwork for a very long time, and Trump is actually calling for the layoffs of Seth Meyers and Jimmy Fallon too. So,
which is
which is
Jimmy
just
Fallon
like
one. It's like, what do you even?
Yeah, come on, man. He pet your hair.
Yeah, exactly. It's so. It's so insane on so many different levels, like that. I don't even know where to begin with, but it's just like Trump really just lives in TV world. And these are his biggest enemies for some reason.
Yeah.
Late night talk show host, which is, I hate to say
he's never understood. He's never gotten it.
Well, yeah, that, but also I hate to say it, and this is no dig at anybody, but it is a failing format. And that's why we've, over the past 10 years or so, seen less and less of late night shows, and will continue to. And it's just hilarious that that's his enemy number one for some reason. I don't know. Anything on TV, or if someone is speaking out against him on TV, it really riles him
past
up.
9 o'clock.
Yeah, exactly. That really gets him going for some reason. I don't know. It's very strange.
Always has. It always has. It always has. Even back to his Twitter days.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Big time.
And I've seen people equate it with Roseanne Barr and her show being canceled. Mm-hmm. And it was funny because it was like, no, actually, it wasn't. That was 2018. It was under Donald Trump. And it was because you said really weird shit. It was bad shit.
Yeah.
And it wasn't because there was pressure from the FCC chair. It was pressure from culture.
Yeah. This is, I'm sure there's more examples of it, so I don't want to speak out of my ass here, but this is the first time to my knowledge of seeing like the FCC step in and do, especially do something to this level I've never seen, but I'm sure they've stepped in before on things and stepped in it, so to speak. But yeah, crazy shit. We'll definitely keep up with this and see kind of how this unravels. But yeah, it's just it's insane, absolutely insane. They are truly doing what they said they would do, as far as pressing people who speak out against what they believe in, which is exactly what they have a problem with as well. I don't know. It's crazy, insane world we live in case you didn't know. Heard that about 1 million times. But let's move on. Let's center ourselves. We're despite that garbage, and we'll continue speaking out against it. But we're also going to continue trying to keep positive in other ways and keep this show as funny as we possibly can, for distraction for not only us but for anybody who listens. And we're gonna continue to do that with this show.
we're going to continue to scrape the bottom of the barrel of weird shit that has been happening this week. And boy, howdy, do we have a lot of shit that's weird that has happened this week.
We're probably not even going to be able to get to all of it. But
it is quite a bit of stuff that has come across my feeds, and it's actually really nice to not have keyed into everything that is happening right now.
Yes.
And I'm glad that Carson's got that, and I have my sports distractions for myself.
Of course.
So
is what you gotta
Carson,
have.
What is in this wackadoo episode of the It Takes All Kinds podcast?
Well, we have part 3 of our Kawhi Leonard breakdown. We are
it keeps coming, baby.
Your number one source for Kawhi Leonard news, and truly, it is very interesting watching that unfold and hearing about it secondhand, because I don't see any of it. It all comes to me through Gavin. So this one sounds really. You teased some of it to me last night or the night before, and I'm very curious to hear about this. And then we have, I think this guy is just become like I feel like every show that has, a similar format to us has like a few guys, and by guys, guys, women, they, them, whoever, that they're like, that's like their person to kind of poke fun at. And I think I've said this before, but this just cements it even more. Our guy Elton John is once again up to his weird ways,
antics.
And man, Gavin, I cannot wait for you to see this one. This one truly, I just don't know how more people don't like. I mean, like, I know he's like a weirdo in a good way, but there's also he's a weirdo in like a. I don't want to say like a bad way, but in like a what the fuck are you doing kind of way.
He's so rich he doesn't have to worry about what the fuck he's doing.
That's what it is. It's like it's the rich weird. It's not the like
old rich white guy from the UK that's got nothing to lose.
Exactly. And
he's done, right? He's retired.
I think so.
There's not much of him left.
There's not much of him left, Gavin, and we'll get to see more of Elton John than I ever wanted to see in this clip.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I can't wait.
And
I can't wait.
I don't even want you to guess, because you will literally not be able to guess what this clip is. And then we've got this the hot story of the week: Benson Boone's cameraman busted for pee spree. That is not a joke. We're going to be talking about that. A lot of music news. And then Mike Tyson punching Mr. Beast. There's a stone skimming scandal in the stone skimming championship. And then if there's time, we're going to talk about the Kirkland Nike Dunks. Talking shoes, talking fashion. Which are you been covering?
We talk fascism and fashion over here, baby.
There's the new name of the show.
Yep.
Let's change it. Fashion and fascism. I feel like that wouldn't be a hit, if I'm being honest.
I feel like I've seen a lot of I've seen a few TikTok videos about like Nazi fascism, Nazi fashion.
Yeah.
So
they had some designers up their sleeve.
Certainly had some
I believe Hugo Boss.
Yeah, Hugo Boss was one of them.
Yeah, they were interesting. They were interesting fellows. I think.
Very neat.
They were really neat guys. Really neat.
Like very neat. Their uniforms were
that's
neat.
Not them. They are neat themselves.
They are not neat people.
They were neat.
They were neat.
Let's talk about Kawhi Leonard, Gavin. Tell me what is the latest on Kawhi.
So there's rumors. So one of the things I keyed you into last night was that there's rumors that teammates kind of want Kawhi Leonard out.
Yes.
However, Pablo Torre uncovered even more this week.
Oh, Pablo Torre on the
Pablo
case.
Torre fault.
I am so sorry.
Go check in for your flight.
Please continue. That is Southwest. They just gave me a call. I need to check in.
They gave you a call. You got to check in.
But please continue.
Okay,
I will be listening while I'm checking in.
So this is from CBS Sports. Investigative sports journalist Pablo Torre previously broke the story on his podcast, Pablo Torre Finds Out. And the fourth episode, dedicated to this scandal, released Thursday morning, offers further reporting and more details about alleged funding from Ballmer and the Clippers into Aspiration, even after it was already clear the company was faltering. For those that don't know, Kawhi Leonard may not have been being paid under the table through a shell company by the Clippers. So there's that. So
if you've been keeping up with our 3-part docuseries, you would know that. So.
Yes, and Pablo Torre as well. He's very good on the presentation. I'm not kidding on that front. I've watched some clips. He is very good at presenting.
Shout out, Pablo Torre.
The biggest 3 installments of prepaid carbon credit purchases from the Clippers in 2022. I'm sorry. The episode features some key unveilings in the latest installment in the Leonard saga. The biggest 3 installments of prepaid carbon credit purchases from the Clippers in 2022, 2 years before the Intuit Dome even opened, totaling $56 million. Those payments were made from April 1st, 2022 to June 17th, 2022, and align closely with Leonard signing his deal with Aspiration and the due date of his first quarterly payment. A $32 million purchase of carbon credits was made on April 4th, the same day Leonard signed his endorsement deal. Again, that deal was never disclosed publicly, and Leonard never fulfilled any actual duties for it other than getting paid. That is notable because Mark Cuban, who has defended Ballmer publicly in the scandal, wrote on Twitter that the easier and safer way to circumvent this collective bargaining agreement of the National Basketball Association would have been to purchase more carbon credits rather than simply investing in the company, which is what they did. Mm-hmm. In a statement, the Clippers explained the massive purchases in carbon credits weren't just to offset the Intuit Dome, but rather go far beyond those requirements. Quote, Steve and his family are focused on sustainability, which is why Intuit Dome was designed to be a carbon neutral building from its inception and to achieve LEED, L-E-E-D, zero status over time. Our development agreements for the arena included mandates to buy carbon credits, but after studying the issue of neutrality, we went far beyond those requirements, exploring ways to address emissions from our fans and contracting with Aspiration to directly purchase carbon offsets, as well as broker the acquisition of additional offsets. Some of those commitments were built into the sponsorship deal with Aspiration, totally separate of the investment in the company. And we made payments to Aspiration until the company was unable to fulfill their responsibility. The effort reflects Steve wanting to set a positive example and raise awareness of the growing and important role of voluntary carbon markets. Unfortunately, he was duped on the investment and some parts of this agreement, as were many other investors and employees. Torre also dug into a $10 million investment made by Ballmer's LLC in March 2023. Ballmer's main line of defense has been that he was defrauded by Aspiration, but this investment was made well after Aspiration's troubles began and after all of those problems had to be disclosed in contracts. That final investment from Ballmer was made just weeks before a government investigation into the company began and 3 days after Forbes ran a story on the floundering company's situation. So, they were able to afford to pay Kawhi Leonard his massive contract, maybe in part to carbon contracts and like carbon credits. So there's that.
I've never even heard of.
So basically,
credits.
you can work with a green company, like a carbon neutral company, and you get money for investing in them. In turn, that they plant trees or something like that.
I see, but
So
they didn't do anything.
Right, they weren't doing anything. So
it was just a shell company.
Yeah, so there's that. Then they go on to explain more here. The league will have to determine whether it is enough proof or if it's too circumstantial to prompt a significant punishment. The problem is that as more becomes unveiled about the situation, public opinion is being shaped, not just for fans, but other owners and people who work for teams around the league. Also of note, the NBA All-Star Game is at the Intuit Dome this year.
Oh.
So a lot of people are saying that there is no timeline on the judgment call to be made against the Clippers. So likely opportunity after the All-Star Game to make that ruling.
And that's why Adam Silver still hasn't made his decision.
Yep. He probably won't. He probably won't for a while.
Very
Money talks.
Interesting. It certainly does.
So Kawhi Leonard will probably. A lot of people are actually now more hoping for Kawhi Leonard's contract to be voided completely, and calling for his. And like the other thing is that like the teammates were saying that like his team's hard to work with. They're very reclusive, quiet people as a team, like Kawhi Leonard and his agents and stuff.
Yeah.
And his trainers and all that. And so like the teammates are kind of like, so what's happening?
Yeah. So what's the word on the street about his teammates, like saying stuff about him in the locker rooms? Because I mean, I know you mentioned that at the top. Do you have what's the? Where did you hear that from?
That was just rumors on Twitter. People
Okay.
were saying that.
No
Yeah.
proof of
They
that.
don't want him around. Like
Yeah.
they're like, just go ahead and leave.
No
let's
proof
see.
of that, but would not be surprising.
Yeah, let me see.
Excuse me. While Gavin looks for that, I just want to let everybody know. Thanks to Southwest for setting that that timer for me, because I actually got in the A group boarding
Wow, how about
position.
that?
Yeah, look at that. I don't think I've ever gotten an A position before. At least, yeah, not that I think of. That might be the first time. Very rare. Very exciting. We can.
Yeah, I think it's mostly just that like Kawhi Leonard knows that his time is basically his days are numbered.
Yeah.
Like in the NBA being so old, and that he knows that but he let's see. Yeah, he's set to become a free agent after next season. So yeah.
I just like what is even the point? The Clippers haven't done.
Yeah, they've
Anything.
made the playoffs. They've surprisingly
Sure.
made the playoffs as much as they have. I would
Maybe
say
that's
that's
enough.
success enough for the Clippers. But
Yeah.
I think it's got to be championship or bust this year, and unfortunately, I think it's bust.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yep.
hopefully this is hopefully that's the last we hear about Kawhi Leonard until the ruling officially happens. But
Yeah.
Pablo is going to continue digging and going to continue finding more documents. And
Well, he's probably raking in the views on this, I bet.
oh yeah, oh my God, yeah.
Because I'd never even heard of this guy until this. So, not that I mean,
He was a
that's
reporter
too
for ESPN,
surprising.
so like
Right.
he's done well for himself. He's a good reporter. He's a good journalist.
Well, good for him. Fine, good for him.
And good for Elton John as he streaks across Wembley Stadium right now.
That's what he's doing. He went streaking. No. No, unfortunately, Gavin, I would have rather had that than what we're about to see here. Man, do I even want to? I mean, it says it. Okay, so I'm just. It's gonna say it on the video as like an on-screen caption, so I may as well go and tell you. Let me see how much more I can punch in on this. So you can get a little. Can I center it? No, I can't. Well, guys, I should have. My apologies for not downloading this video. So we will be watching it in a little bit of a smaller window on Instagram. Okay, Gavin. So this is from Stereo Gum. Stereo Gum posted this. And the caption, well, the on-screen caption of the clip is, let me show you guys. Elton John turned his kneecaps into jewelry. And then Stereo Gum, being very funny, says, with their caption, Monster, the Ed Gein story, premieres 10/3 on Netflix. So
That's the guy
good
who
on
made the human
Stereo
lamp,
Gum.
right?
What's that?
Is
Yeah,
that the guy who made the human lamps?
murdered people and cannibal and made skin chairs and human skin lamps. And I think you'll see why they made that caption after we watch this, Gavin. Here we go. Let's check this out. This is cool. Here we go.
Had my kneecaps removed, the left one first and then the right. I asked my surgeon if I could keep the kneecaps, which he was rather startled about. Then I rang you and said, would you prepared to, if I gave you the left and the right kneecap, to do what you want with them?
Totally normal.
We baked them.
Bake them.
We had to bake them to dry them out.
Okay.
Then they get rather like pumice stone. They're very porous. And so we had to paint them with acetate and then just polish them up. And they ended up in this very nice sort of...
That is amazing. That one. That's the right kneecap.
That's
That's
the
my
right
right
one, yeah.
patella. My surgeon said I had the worst knees he's ever operated on. That hole was actually in my kneecap. It looks a bit like an old artifact from Egypt or something.
Well, I think...
I guess it does. Anything on this before we continue? Anything on this fucking absolute insanity? Oh, dude, it's so weird. We baked them, and I ate all the flesh that was on the outside because it tasted very
I suck on them intermittently throughout the night.
What do you mean dried them out? They were already dried out. Well, I was sucking on them.
While I was sucking on them, I couldn't stop.
And they're very porous. I was sucking all the marrow out of them.
I actually used to what I caught myself doing is putting soaking it in beans and sucking out the juices between the pores on the bones on my porous kneecaps that have been removed, and now I wear as a necklace every day as a reminder of how much of my body is left in me.
I don't have much left. You know what? I ran out of spoons last night, and I was in a bit of a drunken daze, and so I decided to use your kneecap,
Your meat kneecaps.
your meaty kneecaps to eat me beans at a full English. Served it on your kneecap. How about that?
Usually you say get on your knees. I'm gonna say put my knees on me.
Put my knees on me's.
Me's. These are this is gonna be one of those things that I'm just never gonna forget.
Yeah. And
This is gonna be a trivia question at some point, and at that point I would say, Carson, you are invited to my trivia team.
There we go. I finally got the invite, you guys.
Yeah, if this question comes up.
Okay, only if the question comes up.
Yes.
I just want to know. I want to know who filmed this and why. What is this from?
Yeah, I was gonna say, is this?
I don't know.
Is it some kind? I think it's. I do think it is a
TLC show.
No, I think it's a documentary on Netflix.
It must be because it feels like it. It feels like some sort of. I mean, there was an Elton John doc, but I thought that came out like a couple years ago at this point. Let's continue. There's still more.
Oh, cool.
That's what these sort of things are. They're kind of talismanic. I mean, I love doing things that actually, in 1,000 years, this will be, as it says here,
Yes.
this will be Elton John's kneecap.
Yeah, it's normal. Also, he's like, I love doing things like this. It's like you've done.
Who else has he worked with?
How many
does he get
bones?
Does he get fingers and shit that he makes on people's Jesus.
I don't know. I kind of don't want to know either. Here we go.
How many people will believe that? I don't know. It'll be like a sort of, like a reliquary from...
But then you brilliantly had the necklace chain made out of bones.
Yeah. I just thought it'd be more fun to have.
Whose bones are those, Elton? Whose bones?
I had the same thing.
What bones?
I had the same reaction. They're just golden bones.
Oh, okay.
I had the same thing. I was like, what? But what? Like, what's happening?
Whose bones are these?
And I love that you made them out of little bones. That's normal.
This is truly a look inside of Elton John's dark, twisted fantasy.
Gavin, I think I might have figured out my Halloween costume.
Elton John with his kneecaps.
It's gonna be Elton John. It's gonna be a cross between Elton John and Ed Gein.
Perfect.
It'll just be Elton John with like a stovepipe hat.
There you go.
That's what Ed Gein wear. Be Elton Gein. I'm gonna think about that. That could be funny. And then I'll have bones. I'll wear bones
just get a bone necklace.
And then I'll wear my skin hat. You know that skin hat that I have?
I do know that skin hat you have.
You remember that person that we and then I made him and I used his skin You remember
think
that,
so.
right? You were there. Okay, let's continue. Oh. Quiet down. Oh. Is that your roommate?
No, it was me flashing back to that night.
Oh, I see. Okay, here we go.
A necklace that reflected the thing at the end of it.
And on the back is in Latin, right?
Yeah. Well, my cousin is a Latin scholar. And quite
He
odd.
is.
He is, no, genuinely.
Yeah.
So we wanted a thing saying, I will no longer bow to any man, which of course you can't do with a kneecap missing.
And then the other one is a brooch.
Yeah, so what we
Which
did
is,
was...
the left one was a smaller kneecap.
Yep, sorry, Gavin. There's not one piece of jewelry. There is two. There's one.
This is
from
a
the other
really long
kneecap.
video for Instagram, so that might be why it didn't pop up on my Instagram.
Yeah, it might be. A lot of people saw it though. It has 66661 likes.
Okay.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, it was a smaller kneecap, and we couldn't do so much with it. So it's an incredibly difficult job to get the gold following the shape of something quite as
Unusual?
unusual, yes. Gold is about the only material you could do that in.
I honestly think these are timeless pieces that will last for centuries.
I guess. Why would anybody want to wear that? Why that's like self-obsession at
haven't
like
made
such
this
a weird
face.
level.
Genuinely haven't made this face in a very long time. I am so disgusted, dude.
Dude,
That's so fucking freaky.
It's so weird. It's like it's self-obsession at like a super weird level.
And it's so like garish, right? Is that the
Yeah.
word? Where it's just like it plated in gold and shit.
Yeah, exactly.
And like the fact that like he said like it's in Latin, like I will never bow to another man or something like that. That is very weird. That's just a
weird.
different level of eclecticity.
I guess.
He's very, very, very eclectic.
I think
That's something that you would put on your mantle and like as a joke, pull it out with your grandkids or something like that and be like, those are your grandpa's teeth. His teeth used to be that big. You know, just some shit like that. That it's like
but this time it's plated in gold.
gold, and I'm actually
diamonds.
gonna wear it. Actually, doesn't he have like teenage sons?
Yes. Oh, I think
Yeah.
I think one of them's teenage. I think the other one's younger. This fucking 80.
I'd be curious to see what they do with that.
Oh man.
What they do with that after he's passed away. Because I can just see it being auctioned.
very. Just kidding. I want to buy it. How can I
It's
buy it?
very
Is Drake gonna
sentimental.
get this?
Yeah, it's gonna be. I'm trying to think of like some world collectors, but yeah, that is.
It's just gross. It's so weird.
Yeah, weird, dude. It's weird.
Like
But,
I think
you
about
know,
it.
like he's still alive. Like it'd be
Yeah.
different. I guess it'd be different if he was dead, and like they made like that'd be a little bit different. But him being alive doesn't really make it any better to me.
Well, yeah, it's just the fact that like, so like I think if I got my kneecaps removed, I wouldn't.
I'm
want
good.
them. I
No,
don't-
that's
It's
the
a
worst
kneecap.
part. That's the worst part is that it's like it'd be different if it was like
your femur.
right, you know, like he or like you know like
Got
a
my
hand
femur removed.
or his hand or you know he's
Yeah.
got his hand on display. That's
Yeah.
fine. Like, it's like okay, cool. Like that's something you lost. Okay, cool.
Yeah, like if I
But
lost
the
my
kneecaps,
yeah.
the kneecaps just make me feel so weird,
Well, and
dude.
also-
Because it's like, ugh.
Yeah, and also it's like it's pretty. It's supposed to be, and you might know more about this than I do. It's supposed to be pretty hard to be able to take like a part of your body that was removed home with you. It's not something where you can
Yeah.
just go, "Hey, can I keep my eye? Can I keep my finger that I accidentally chopped off?" Most of the time, they're like, "No." You can if for religious purposes. I think that's like the only way you're allowed to take that with you. I think it's you have to jump through some hoops. So it's also just like complete.
It's just a rich guy being rich.
Yeah, it's just a rich guy, a famous rich guy being that way. And the doctor's probably like, "I'm not supposed to do this, but I'll let you take them."
What if it was? Oh my god! What if it was the guy last week who got his? What if it was that guy? It wasn't. But what if it
What if
was?
it
That'd be
was?
really. But also one
the
thing,
UK?
one piece of irony that we forgot to mention last week about that piece in the UK is that his last name was Hopper.
Oh, I didn't know that. Or I did know that, and I
It
didn't
was
put
like
two
Neil
and two
Hopper.
together. Neil Hopper.
Yeah, he
Speaking of Neil Hoppers, There's something Elton can't do. Can't kneel or
Yeah,
hop.
he can't. Yeah, he can't kneel or hop.
He's not a kneel hopper. Oh man, man, Elton John just keeps being so strange.
It is very funny because I have some people who are I know some people who are very big Elton John fans, and you never see them post any of the weird shit that he talks about.
That's what I'm saying.
It's very funny. It's very funny to me that all the weird shit that he's done in the last like 3 years, they have never mentioned.
Same.
Nobody has. Nobody's mentioned it. I feel like legitimately nobody's mentioned it. And every time I say it, I'm like, yeah, Elton John is a freaking weirdo.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, Gavin, I'm like, no.
Yeah, it's like
No. I'm not saying that because like he's homosexual.
Yeah,
but it's
he's flamboyant. Like, there's
yeah,
nothing
I'm
to do
not
with
saying
that.
that.
Yeah,
I'm saying that because he pissed in his shoe store
he
in
pissed
fucking
in a
Paris.
shoe store and made necklaces out of his kneecaps,
Bones.
out of his own bones, and a brooch. It's weird. He's
strange.
He's a strange fella, and it has nothing to do with. It's just like, obviously, if you listen to this show, you should know why we find him strange. I think it's pretty obvious. We've never ever mentioned any other thing.
Yeah,
about
like
him.
that. It's very funny. It's very funny. I appreciate Elton John being the weirdo that he is, but God damn it, I wish he was a little bit further away from me.
Yeah.
Stay away from me and my kneecaps, Elton.
Elton, you cannot have my kneecaps. Yeah, I mean, it's nothing like he's not doing anything bad. It's just like weird. She's just a weirdo. He's just a weird old man.
Please stop being weird.
Please stop being weird. Actually, continue being weird, Elton, because it makes good content for us. And speaking of peeing in stores, Gavin, that's a great segue into our next story. Because in case you don't remember, we talked about Elton John. He pissed in a shoe store in France. He pissed in a bottle in a shoe store in France and accidentally got some on the floor. And the owner didn't know who he was. It's just the best story. It's just the best story. It really is. It doesn't get any better than that, man. It just doesn't get any better. And especially because it's one of those stories where there's no real proof besides the owner saying that it happened. And that's like the best.
There's a picture.
Yeah.
of him on his Instagram. That's
Not peeing, but a picture of him in the store, yes. I wish there was a picture. Man, the amount of money I would pay for the footage, the CCTV footage of that is ridiculous. I'd pay good money to see that. Like I know that was like a year or two ago at this point. I'm like actually tempted to reach out to that store owner and just be like, "Hey man, what do I gotta do to get that?
What's it gonna take to get that piss tape?
What's it gonna take to get that Elton John piss video?" That'll be
Carson,
my whole message.
So Carson,
Yes.
will you reach out about this piss tape?
No, because after seeing what this guy looks like, which I'll go ahead and show you now, Gavin. This isn't a man I want to see doing anything.
Oh,
So this is this is Benson Boone's cameraman, apparently. Which is also like, really? Okay. This looks like a guy who would
piss in a store.
would piss in a store and maybe piss other places that he's not supposed to.
Definitely not such a beautiful thing.
Yeah, this is, of course, coming from one of my favorite news sources, thesmokinggun.com. You guys have heard of it, right? The Smoking Gun.
That's one of my favorite movies. Is The Smoking Gun.
I love The Smoking Gun with Leslie Nielsen.
Yes.
They just came out with another one this year. I was there. I got to see it at Paramount. Okay, on September 12th, a cameraman touring with Benson Boone was arrested yesterday for relieving himself on about $700 worth of clothing at a beachside shop in Florida, according to police. Investigators say Tyler Capehart, 39, the man in the picture, entered the surf-style shop in Clearwater Thursday afternoon, walked up to the retailer's second floor. Workers then observed Capehart via CCTV standing between racks of clothing for an extended period of time. Wonder what he was doing there. After Capehart walked away from the merchandise, a manager, quote, observed the clothing and floor to be covered in urine. The clothing is unable to be sold, reported cops, who added that the total value of property damage was $689.30. When subsequently confronted by police, Capehart, who appeared intoxicated, reportedly advised he consumed alcohol and smoked marijuana. As for allegedly relieving himself in the store, Capehart advised he did not have any recollection of urinating on the clothing/floor inside of Surf Style. Pictured above, Capehart was busted for criminal mischief and disorderly intoxication, misdemeanors for which he was booked into the county jail after posting $650 bond. It's funny, it's almost the same amount of the clothing.
Yeah, maybe that was the purpose.
I like how his bond is so low too. Just $600.
Yeah, they're like, you listen, man. They're like, dude. He's like, yeah, I record Benson Boone. They're like, okay, well,
That's pretty
if
cool.
you record Benson Boone, yeah, that's pretty cool. Like, we'll take you in tonight, and you can piss on anything you want whenever you post your bond.
If you bring Benson Boone in here to do a backflip, we'll let you piss anywhere you want.
Imagine a video of Benson Boone trying to backflip in Surf Style, and then he slips on the urine.
And then I would watch that. I'd pay for that.
I would
clip.
watch that. I would, yeah.
I'd pay for a clip of Benson Boone slipping in urine.
The other thing is that, like,
Why are we
I feel-
paying for so many piss clips?
Well, that's you. That's you.
put
You're
that-
paying.
No, you said what if there was video of that?
What if there was
you
video?
brought-
I've never said I wanted to see it, though. I'm just saying, what if
That's
there was
true.
video?
I said I wanted to see it. That is
yeah,
true.
yeah. So I'm just saying.
Well, so,
Anyway, I think this is also one of those cases where I feel like if you walked into any store and did anything at any point, and you said, I'm a cameraman for X singer,
yeah. See, that's the thing.
you would be able to get away with it. I'm not going to
Yeah.
lie.
No.
I'm pretty sure you'd be able to say that, like, unverified, like, and then eventually it would come out like, oh, this person actually isn't a cameraman
Yeah.
or something. Then
Yeah,
it's
'cause-
like, okay, well, he got out of the crime. So-
Yeah. So that was interesting to me because I just realized, because I was like, how do they even know he was his cameraman? So they go on to say, released on $650 bond. The Georgia resident was released from custody this morning, a day before Boone's American Heart World Tour stops at Tampa's Benchmark International Arena. While arrest reports list Capehart's employer as Benson Boone, so that's what they found out. Is he put
okay.
Benson Boone as his employer. It appears that he works as a camera operator for the firm responsible for the in-concert video that appears on screens behind the backflip prone performer. So this guy is
Backflip prone as if it's an issue.
Yeah, it's a problem. I mean, it kind of is.
He's backflip prone.
He's backflip prone. So keep, listen, boys, we got to make this arrest on Benson Boone. Be aware he is backflip prone.
I want you to be aware he is armed with a backflip.
You must be aware and be ready at all times for him to backflip. It can and will happen.
He is
Hey, boys.
very backflip prone.
I also like that he totally put Benson Boone as his employer to like try and like weasel his way out of it.
Yeah, because if you put like One Shot Camera Business LLC, then they're gonna be like, okay.
Yeah, well, they probably still were like, okay, but they're probably like, oh, that's fucking funny. This
So, like, can you do
dumb
backflip?
idiot works for Benson Boone. Can you backflip while you're peeing?
Can you do backflip while you're peeing? Pee in your mouth?
Pee in your mouth. Can you pee in your mouth?
Pee in your mouth?
Pee in your mouth. Oh, who's your
That's an order.
I saw that your employer is Benson Boone. Yeah, that's him. Can you pee in your mouth?
Pee in your mouth.
Like, it has nothing to do with anything. Just changing
Just
the
a
subject.
cop, just a cop being a weirdo.
Yeah, it says Capehart's name appears in the credits that roll at the conclusion of a Boone performance. So, just
What's a Boone performance? Oh, Benson Boone.
Yeah, come on, dude, a Boone performance. You know, the backflip prone musician.
Right. That does remind me.
He's the one that's prone to backflips.
Now you mention it, I have heard of him.
I have to, you gotta watch out for him. He's a quick guy. Gavin, we talked about it. It sounds like you have seen this video of Mr. Mike Tyson punching Mr. Beast.
Jimmy Donaldson. He's beating the fuck out of him in this video too.
Beat the absolute shit out of him.
Yeah, he is beat up.
Let's watch this.
Because thanks to Riyadh season, Canelo and Crawford's about to have.
Back it up. There's no pause. This is threads, and I can't pause it, which is annoying. So here we go.
Mike Tyson is about to punch me because thanks to Riyadh season, Canelo and Crawford's about to happen. It literally starts within an hour. So after this, you need to go watch it. And to raise awareness, I'm going to take a punch from Mike Tyson.
Thanks to money and sponsorships, Mike Tyson's going to punch me in the stomach. Thank you, money sponsorships. Let's do it. Here we go.
It literally starts within an hour. So after this, you need to go watch it. And to raise awareness, I'm going to take a punch from Mike Tyson. Whenever you're ready. Oh. Okay.
This is the best face ever. Let me get that face. There it is. This is the best face ever.
Can you go back to like when Mike Tyson punches him? Mike Tyson does do his Mike Tyson like punch. He does like punch him in the stomach. Like
I think it's real.
He gets in there.
I don't think it's fake.
And to raise awareness, I'm going to take a punch from Mike Tyson. Whenever you're ready. Oh. No.
Trying to catch.
Oh. Whenever you're ready. Oh.
He gets him.
Okay. It was the fight's on Netflix. Just. Mike Tyson is about to punch me
There you
because
go.
thanks to Riyadh.
Thank you, Jimmy Donaldson.
Thank you, Jimmy Donaldson and money.com for sponsoring that video of Mike Tyson punching Mr. Beast in the stomach for money and charity. And thank you, Benson Boone, for pee in your mouth. That's just the saying now. Pee in your mouth. It's not even. It's not. It's a question, but it's not. Can you? It's just pee in your mouth.
Yeah, it's like hypothetically, if you're backflipping, you could.
Hypothetically, that's the first place that my mind goes to as well. Hypothetically, if you're backflipping, you could pee in your mouth.
Pee in your mouth.
That's where my brain goes to, at least. I don't know. Right, guys? Gavin, a cheating scandal has rocked. It was a pretty good.
No.
I didn't even intend to say that. Well, actually, the BBC said it, so well,
Every time you tell a pun, this man gets tortured in the torture chamber.
pee in your mouth? Oh, shit. I thought that joke, I just came up with that naturally, but actually it's the first line in the BBC headline. Cheating scandal rocks World Stone Skimming Championships. So I definitely subconsciously read that.
Carson, I'm surprised you're not into this. I'm surprised you're not keyed into this, you fucking weirdo.
Because it does, I'm showing...
Fucking pig.
I'm showing the people at home. You can look for yourself for calling me those heinous names. I actually, when I first saw this news headline on Instagram, I saw this image that I'm showing everybody and you can't see. And I thought it was a disc golfer because it looks like someone playing disc golf.
You got a little excited.
I was like, whoa, what's a scandal? I didn't hear about this. Wait, what's going on?
Disc golf?
Disc golf? What's up? Huh? I would have been like, I already knew about it. The World Stone Skimming Championships have been rocked by a cheating scandal.
I'm sorry, Carson, is this on the BBC?
This is on the BBC, actually. BBC Scotland, to be exact. So we're going to be getting it down there and there with horse and let whenever we get to the some quotes. Let me get a drink here. Getting dry mouth real bad. More than 2,200 people from 27 countries attended this year's event on the tiny island of Isdale off the west coast of Scotland. Rules state that stones must come from naturally occurring island slate. However, some were found to have been ground into suspiciously circular shape to help them bounce on the water.
No.
Get this, Gavin. Organizer Dr. Kyle Matthews. He's a doctor.
PhD.
Kind of
PhD in rock science.
in rock science. It could be.
Rock science! Yale!
That's my favorite Alice Cooper album. It's one of his later.
Science!
It's a later album from him. Organizer Dr. Kyle, he's running out of ideas. Organizer of Rock Science, Dr. Kyle Matthews.
Rock Science.
Should just make that's what Spinal Tap 2 should have been.
Yeah.
Organizer Dr. Kyle Matthews told BBC News that the offenders had held their hands up and apologized. No, I'm sorry.
Nope.
Got me. Pee in your mouth. By the way, pee in your mouth.
And then they put their hands up and they go, "Welcome to the Takes All Kinds podcast."
Yeah, they
It
did.
was
It was us.
Yeah.
Like we found that your rocks were suspiciously circular. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yep.
Entrants choose their own stones, and judges use a measuring device
The Ring of Truth.
called the Ring of Truth to ensure they are no bigger than 3 inches in diameter. Each competitor is allowed 3 skims, and stones must bounce at least twice on water before sinking. Dr. Matthews, also known as
The Toss Master. Yeah.
the Tossmaster, told BBC Radio's Good Morning Scotland that judges heard rumors and murmurings of nefarious deeds. There was a wee bit of stone doctrine, he said, which is funny because I am a doctor as well. He didn't say that. I added that.
Yeah.
Rock science. Rock science.
Then he turned to the camera and goes,
Pee in your mouth?
"Rock Science."
That's what he does.
Yeah.
I'm going to look him up after this and figure out what he... Actually, you want to do that?
Yeah, let me look him up.
You want to fucking do something over there? Instead of slowing me down.
Rock Science.
They had shaped it so that it was perfectly circular and fitted our 3-inch measurer. As it's a piece of metal, I don't think we can blame it too much. The problem was we didn't just notice at the time they were suspiciously circular. So at least he admitted their fault. I mean, how do you not? Who? Is nothing sacred? Who is doing the measuring of these rocks? Because they should be fired. Because I'm sure they're getting paid good money. And definitely not volunteers. Dr. Matthews said lessons
Rock Science.
had been learned and they would, quote, move on to an even greater event next year. Entrant Jonathan Jennings went on to victory last week as the contestant's first American winner, skimming his stones a cumulative distance of 177 meters. I couldn't tell you how far that is. Just couldn't. The event was first... Get this, Gavin. Oh, never mind. That's not as crazy as I thought it was. The event was first organized in 1983 by Island resident Albert Baker. And after... It sounds like more of an American name. And after a break was revived in 1997 by community group Eileen Isdale. The contestant
is Isdale.
The contest is staged in a former slate quarry that was flooded by a tidal wave in 1881. It's run by volunteers and proceeds support the local community projects and charities. Last year it raised £15,000, which is great. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, that's great.
We'll poke fun of it. But
Isdale is the smallest permanently inhabited island of the Inner Hebrides with a population of about 60 people.
Bit. Did you find anything on this?
I did. I put it in the doc. I put the rock doc in the rock doc science. And that was from visitscotland.org. And the picture says, Dr. Kyle Matthews, one of the organizers, making sure that the event runs smoothly.
But what kind of doctor is he? That's what I was trying to figure out.
Oh, I thought you were just looking for a picture of him.
No, I don't give a shit what the bloke looks like. I want to know what he's a doctor of. I guess
I'm not sure. I really don't know.
I'm gonna look it up, and I bet I'll be able to find it. I don't know why I would be able to find it.
I thought you were looking for a picture. That's my bad.
No.
I looked up Dr. Kyle Matthews, Scotland, and it's just all the...
Yeah. Let's do Dr. Kyle Matthews, Scotland, LinkedIn. Oh, boy. Oh, maybe. Hold on. Hold on, guys. We might be getting somewhere. Well, you just...
They didn't tag a scout.
What was that? One more time? Let's just do... we're doing some investigative research on the fly, guys, so bear with us. I'm doing Dr. Kyle Matthews' LinkedIn. No, this guy's in Dallas. This guy's in OBGYN and... Where is this? Where is he? No, that guy's way too old. Yeah. Coming up short here, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, what's he a doctor of?
That's what I
Actually,
wanna
that's
know.
just what we call our beloved event organizer to organize it. We just called them all doctors.
They're all
Well, there's
raw-
a picture of him, Carson. Go show the audience that
I
picture.
I can't pull it up. I mean, it's just a white guy. I don't know. Here you go, guys. It's a white guy in a yellow vest. All right, you can picture that. I'm just
There's a crowd in the back. He's got a
dismissing
clipboard.
Gavin's
He's got a
hard
clipboard.
research here.
He's got a clipboard.
We'll
in his
never know.
hand.
I'm not going to
Looks
show
like he's-
anybody. I refuse it.
Okay.
I refuse to show people what he looks like because that's not what I wanted to know. Sorry. No way I can do it. Sorry, my hands are tied. What do you want? What do you want me to do? I guess real quick, Gavin. This is a real quick story I wanted to bring to your attention, and this I will show to you. Unlike that picture of that stupid fucking doctor I don't care about. This is the Kirkland or Costco's in-house brand. Is doing a collab with Nike. Why? I don't know. I really don't know. There is a Kirkland Nike Dunk coming out at some point, apparently this year, but there's been no release date announced. I think these are just like leaked images, but they are official leaked images.
Are there more pictures?
Yes, there is. And I don't use this term often because I think it's a little silly, but I think this is the biggest recession indicator I've ever seen in my entire life. Because this is the stupidest fucking thing ever. Like,
They almost look like Hey Dudes.
yeah, you're right. They totally do. And look at this fucking insole. What the fuck? Because not only are they like fucking hideous, it's like I thought the Kirkland thing was just a fucking meme that people were wearing like Kirkland signature hoodies and stuff. And like that was like a meme thing. I didn't think it was like an actual.
How wrong you?
Oh, what do you know that I don't?
Oh, how wrong you are, Carson. People are huge fans of Kirkland signature, unironically.
What? Why? Of what? They're fucking multivitamins? Like, what are we talking about?
They've got good meats and shit too, Carson. Costco's got it all.
So does
You ever been to
fucking-
Costco?
A long time
They got
ago.
it all, Carson. A lot of people are really big fans of them and their $1.50 hot dogs.
Well, that's
Hot dogs. Get your hot dogs.
That's why I thought it was a fucking meme, is because of the fucking $1.50 hot dog deal.
So, Carson, do you think that these sneakers, considering that these are SB Dunks, do you think that they are going to be like peel away or like wear away type
That's a
of?
good question.
Because it does say fog gray or gray fog, black, gym red, white, varsity royal. I feel like there might be a really cool peel away, hopefully underneath, but if not, then it's just going to be red and blue.
Yeah, that's a good question. That would make it better.
Better.
I still think it's fucking stupid as shit. Like, I don't even think it's like funny. I just think it's like really dumb.
Yeah.
Like what are we gonna get? Like Market Pantry Nike Blazers next? Are we gonna get Great Value Jordan 1s? Like what is this?
Good and Gather.
Yeah, Good
which
and
is-
Gather.
which is Target's brand.
365.
These are my pistachios for after the show. You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit! All right. Damn, I didn't know you had it like that. I can't wait for the 365, which is Whole Foods brand.
Whole Foods.
Whole Foods. Their Vumeros are gonna be great. So yeah, if it goes on to say just a bunch of garbage for fans of Nike SB. A Costco membership might be the next thing to cop. The members-only warehouse retailers Kirkland Signature brand serves as its private label, offering everything from medicine to mattresses at affordable price points. Its latest product edition, a Nike SB Dunk Low. Yeah, so it doesn't really... our limited look at the sneakers sees it don a gray fog upper with a fleece-like texture that complements a fuzzy lining. The Kirkland Signature box logo that adorns the the brand's product packaging is visible at the lateral heel, which is also covering the sock liner. Costco's price displays, yada yada. Kirkland Signature, $35, $135. Yeah, so I don't know. They don't mention anything about being a tearaway, but it does look like that because it looks like it's made of fucking like legging material.
Yeah,
which is why it annoys the shit out of me. What were you gonna say? I'm sorry.
Yeah, they just also look incredibly like hey dudes.
Yeah, they look like slippers.
Yeah.
Like they just look so fucking dumb. And like it's such a dumb collaboration. It's so stupid. It's just so dumb. I really cannot, like, it's such a recession indicator. Like it's just like, oh, okay, well, I guess the recession's on its way at this point.
Yeah, they're just throwing shit together to try and get something to sell.
Yeah, because like I don't have the math here, but I think it's pretty well known in the sneaker community that like sneakers are on a way downward swing. We're kind of starting to swing back up again a little bit, but not really, man. Sneaker culture is a weird place right now, it seems. At least to me. I'm not like super into it, but I'm into it enough to know that there really hasn't been like a crazy sneaker hype in some time. And this just feels like a fucking cry for help from Nike.
Yeah, they're looking for anything.
They're just like, yeah, sure. We'll collab with Costco. Yeah, why not? I guess so.
That'll sell stuff, I guess. Sure.
Those will sell, right? Right, guys? People will buy them because they're so fucking stupid. So why not? Why not? I don't know. If you buy those and you think it's cool, then good for you, I guess.
I'll get him just to spite you, Carson.
I hope you do. And I'll make fun of you every day. Gavin, let's move on to What You Listen To, a segment we do every single week where you and I recommend something to each other, to the audience that we have been listening to in the past week, such as a song, album, or artiste. Gavin, what are you listening to this week?
So, actually, I'm stuck in a loop where I keep listening to Spoon's 2014 They Want My Soul album. I can't fucking stop listening to it, and especially since they released like the home demos like last December, I think. I can't stop listening to it. But I've recommended that probably I think somewhere around 3 times on this show, so I'm gonna hold off on it. And this week I did give a listen to David Byrne's new album, which I'm not Who Is This Guy? That's right. I'm not a huge fan of it. It gives very much like a Paul McCartney, Peter Gabriel, elder Peter Gabriel and Paul McCartney vibes. Okay. Just because that's what I know, but also his music on this album is so outwardly positive. Like it's very positive, and there are some storytelling elements in this thing, but yeah, I don't know. It's tolerable. It's tolerable. I'm not sure I would want to go see David Byrne perform this album.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know. Shout out to Eli for showing me this album because I forgot it came out. But his music, his solo stuff just isn't my jam. I just don't think it's not just because like it's too positive or anything like that. I have no problem listening to positive music. It's just not my jam. I don't know. It's just, yeah.
I have not touched the stuff, to be honest. I respect the hell out of the man. I love Talking Heads a lot. I can already tell it just did not sound like my thing.
Oh no, it is like,
yeah.
I think Pitchfork said, or Stereo Gum was like, it is like positive to a fault. Where they're like, this is just way too positive.
That's funny.
It's very weird.
Okay,
it's good. It's good. It's eclectic, but
it seems like he's happy then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got nothing bad to say about the guy.
Nothing. I would still recommend it though. I think it's still
Yeah.
what I'm listening to.
Well,
It's what
that's-
I recommend.
Exactly. That's what these are all about. It doesn't whether it's something bad or not, we're still talking about what we're listening to. That's the whole point of it. Gavin, I have actually two. I couldn't make up my mind which one I wanted to do, and they're both live performances, so it kind of just made sense to clump them together. This week, I am recommending Turnstile's NPR Tiny Desk concert, as well as, I'm going to get the title here so I don't fuck it up. Fred Again, his rooftop live, in parentheses, Fetty's Roof in Naples, Italy, is what I'm recommending this week. I'll start with Turnstile. Of course, we love Turnstile on the show a lot. And their new album, which admittedly I did not like as much as I liked their previous album, has now grown on me. I do really like the album. It's just like, to me, the departure from the previous album, I just liked the previous album more. Gavin loves the new album, still loves the new album. And this is their second appearance on Tiny Desk Concert. Their first one actually at the NPR studio. I don't know if you remembered because I completely forgot. I had to rewatch it. Their first Tiny Desk appearance in 2022 was still when NPR was doing like their From Home series. So it was probably like pre-taped in 2021.
I do remember that.
And they were like
saying that.
Yeah, they're at some studio with a bunch of like stuffed animals, which I think they filmed that again for some of the visuals in the Never Enough like visual album. And I actually rewatched that one again. And I will say, despite me liking that previous album more than this one, I love this new Tiny Desk concert way more than that original one. I felt like this new one, they had like a different energy. Musically, it was beautiful. They added a sax player and a trumpet player as well as a person on piano. And they were great, amazing additions to it. And they let them shine and have their own parts, which I thought was really great. It was weirdly very emotional, surprisingly. And then just fucking awesome. I mean, it was the first, you guys need to watch this, is the first stage dive in Tiny Desk history.
Yeah, I was not expecting that at all.
And NPR for that last song, which was Birds, right? Or yeah.
That's Birds, yeah.
Let them like have a audience there that was like moshing and jumping off the desks and stuff. And that was fucking awesome because that's like not something NPR does at all.
Yeah.
And I don't know how they got the clearance from them to do that, but that's
well, they maybe didn't. Yeah, maybe they didn't, but also like they may have maybe have more of a leash because their funding's maybe getting pulled, working on getting pulled by
Right,
PBS
sure.
and all that. So
yeah, because it looked like they knew their camera people were like very conscious of what was going on.
yeah,
But
yeah.
they all looked like
they
were
had the
having fun.
cameras already like out.
Yeah.
like they already knew.
Yeah, it was I love it. I loved it so much. Yeah, it's just great. And then my second rec, Fred Again, Rooftop Live, in Italy on Fetty's Roof, is another thing that just kind of surprised me. I'm a big fan of Fred Again. I like his stuff. Admittedly, I kind of dip in and out every once in a while. I just kind of like, sometimes I'm in more of an electronic music mood than others. So I'm not like always up to date on what he's doing, but he posted this like the intro clip or like a teaser clip of this performance. And literally it starts with him on stage in Italy performing at this like very like famous spot in Naples. And it like starts with him finishing his set. Like it literally starts with him like hands in the air saying thank you, running off stage, his cameraman running with him, like running a block down the street into someone's house, like taking an elevator up to the roof, climbing on top of the roof. And then it cuts to a shot of him on the roof and he has this set up with his turntables and his keyboard and samplers and stuff. And then he just goes right into this like rooftop set for no audience. It's just him for an hour trying out new songs and performing them live in this very intimate setting. And the shot is a wide shot of him. And then down below is the crowd of people leaving the show that he just performed. So like throughout this hour, you see them closing down where he just performed and people leaving. It's like weirdly beautiful and like poetic, and I don't know. It's something I've never seen.
I've never seen that before.
Yeah, and he explained it. I was reading the description of it, and he explained that like, and it totally makes sense. He's like, after I get done playing a show, my adrenaline is like so high that I just don't know what to do. So most of the time, like I go somewhere by myself and just like play songs by myself for like an hour or whatever to like calm down. And so he's like, that's why I did this, is like, you know, just to kind of like show that side of myself, but also like make a performance out of it. It's really cool. If you like electronic music, it's a really cool and beautiful thing. And it's just fun. Like Fred again just has like such a fun, I hate saying this term and I can't believe I'm saying this, but positive vibe about himself.
I thought you were going to say whimsical. I thought that was going to be where you were going.
Maybe whimsical, but you know, if you know, though maybe overly positive stuff isn't our favorite, I would say that Fred again's positive nature about him is really refreshing and fun to see. And it's a really cool performance. And you know, if you want to just put it on in the background and listen to it, I think that's pretty much what I did. I just watched the intro and then I just kind of like had it on in the background, and it's a lot of fun. It's got a really cool vibe to it. That's it for me. Let's get out of here, Gavin.
Let's see if I can get this going.
I didn't mention this at the beginning, but I'm flying home back to Missouri for the weekend, which will be fun. Unfortunately, I won't be seeing Gavin because he doesn't live there anymore either.
Well, everybody, thanks for listening to Takes All Kinds podcast episode 234. Keep watching, keep listening, keep doing it. Whatever you do to our episodes. Pee in your mouth.
Pee in your mouth? Please?